Hello. Hello, world. Let's see here. Technology. Activate. Hey.
What's
Yeah.
up?
What's up, brother?
Hello, mate.
How are you?
I'm well. It's good to see your beautiful face.
And yours, my friend, as always. You're looking
You,
manly as always. I got a little stubble like you.
I'm liking this beard. I think I'm gonna
I
shave it into a mustache just because
Yeah,
no one can see it anyway for the next unknown amount of time. So I guess
true.
I'm gonna go for the
Go handle.
handlebars.
I was gonna ask handlebar, dude.
Yeah,
That would suit you.
just straight up handlebars. Yeah,
The 70s
that's
all over again.
that is the next move. That's
Those who are
that's the next
noticing,
most exciting thing in my life.
yeah, it is. That's very exciting to me to know that I'm gonna see you sipping from a cheeseburger mug.
Mm-mm.
Yo,
This is
okay,
my
so
this is the
wow,
favorite
that
thing,
is
my favorite possession.
is that vegan?
It is. It is. These are
Yes.
impossible.
Okay, good. Um, yo, Impossible Mugs. So yeah, I got a new phone. For those who were on the last live that we did with Iron Tom, my quality was choppy and my audio was shite. So hopefully this sounds better. Let me know if it doesn't. We are on with Christopher
Sounds
Whitehall.
great to me.
It does? Good. So Christopher Whitehall of the Griswolds, how have you been this quarantine?
How do I rate this quarantine?
Yeah, how have you been? What up, Chad?
Uh, I rate it as shit.
Yeah. On a scale of one to shit?
But on a scale of shit to shit, it's definitely shit.
Yeah.
But I've been well, look, all about all about staying positive, of course.
Yeah.
But honestly, I thought when this sort of first happened, I was like, oh, this isn't going to be so bad, you know. So I'm just going to get
Hmm.
to write songs every day, and
Yeah.
which is, you know, which doesn't sound horrible, but it has been a little harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah. How
Uh,
so? How so? Are you feeling ice? You feeling cabin fever?
yeah, I mean, like, look, I a regular week for me is writing songs at home anyway,
Hmm.
but something about not having the choice, I guess, to go out and just the social aspect of not being able to go and see a mate and, you
Yeah.
know, catch up is, it's, honestly, it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Right.
And I find it very hard to get motivated to work. So,
Love you too, Taylor. Sorry,
I
just
always
ignore
forget
that.
that I always forget that there's little comments down there.
Yeah. We are not alone.
Yes, we are not. Hi,
We have lots
everybody.
of friends. Yeah, you're
Hi.
somebody who I know that you're somebody who loves people and you love you're good friends and you love hanging. You have some very rad friends.
I
So
do, and
yeah.
I love hanging out with them. It's like I guess it's like, you know, it's a big favorite thing to do in my week is to catch up with people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I guess to be honest, it's been a bit of a struggle, but getting through.
Getting through. Well, I'm glad we're able to catch up here on the
Fuck yeah,
web,
dude.
the
Well,
World Wide Web.
that's been a good thing, honestly. One of the positive sides of this has been like just being reaching out to people more, just out of, you know, just out of
Hmm.
necessity, catching up with people that I wouldn't normally catch up with, and just talking with my family back in Australia more often, which is really
Yeah.
cool. That side of it's been nice, and you know, I walk my dog every morning and have done that for years, but now I've never seen so many people just like hanging out the front of their house, getting some sunshine, and they're like, "Hey, good to see you again." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nice." Normally people just walk past and won't even crack a smile, and it's like this is kind of this nice unity that we're all we're all in this weird
Yeah.
quarantine together. So
I've
people have
noticed that.
become nicer, which is, you know, people have become
Yeah.
friendlier out of necessity, which is,
That's beautiful.
you know, a silver lining, if you
Yeah,
will.
I've been noticing that too. Like some kind of old-timey basic humanity is being restored. I feel like,
This person just said I unshit my pants.
oh yeah, Oh,
That's the
congrats.
comment that I caught. But sorry.
I believe this might be the correct me if I'm wrong, Frankie. If you're the one who asked the question to me and grandson, how do you unshit your pants? It was a difficult question to answer,
What a
but
great, what a great question.
it sounds like you figured it out. So that's good.
That is deep in many ways, and I will be pondering on it
It
for
is.
seconds.
I I think it's important to look on the bright side like that. Like a time of crisis forces us to evaluate what's really important.
Right.
And that's why everyone's being nice. They're like, man, it is important to love one another, and like the petty things that we disagree about aren't as important as the fact that we really do want each other to be healthy and happy and alive.
Yeah,
totally.
So, and I think
that's a good
thing. That is, well, it's always good to find positive things in a shitty situation, because I mean, this clearly is a shitty situation. There's no other real way to word it. But but there's always going to be positive things to find, but you do have to put effort in to find them. Yeah. And one big thing in this is that I don't remember a time in my life where the whole world has had this kind of crazy unity, where everyone is going through a similar thing and everyone's feeling the same, and all of a sudden, in a weird way, it's kind of leveled the playing field and everyone's just being nicer to everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of like, normally I'd be like, hey, fuck that guy because he's got the wrong sports team or he likes the wrong politician. But now I'm like, hey, I hope he's okay. Yeah. The last time I was going to say I could remember, this reminds me of 9/11. I was just a young, tiny little man.
Right.
But and that wasn't as full world as this. I mean, it was, but yeah, that was only a few days really, or a couple of weeks, where everybody kind of stopped what they were doing and was like, whoa, or like, is everyone okay? Like, don't go to work.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, kind of stuff. And I actually went to Australia, your hometown, of Sydney, like 2 months after that, just kind of randomly. It was like my first trip out of the country as a kid. And I remember going across there and like seeing just everybody was like so nice to me. Everybody was like, I was like, oh, I'm from the US. And everyone's like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, is everyone okay? There was all this crazy love everywhere.
Hey.
So it's kind of like that.
Hey.
What you got on there?
Is
that your girlfriend?
He was telling a story. God. Come here, bud. Oh my God. Everyone has to meet Sergeant Pepper.
Someone stole your soap, Yasmin. That's tragic.
Look at him. Look at him.
There's always going to be shitheads. Oh.
Good boy, say hi.
Pause there. Hey. Is this Sergeant Pepper?
Is that your girlfriend?
Damn, that's...
This is Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah.
His full name is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club. I hope you do enjoy the show, but we shorten it down to Sarge.
Wow, nice. He's peppery. He's even got a peppery coloration.
He does. He does. Oh, he's so cute.
Well, everyone should see the dog puzzle that we're doing here at my apartment. All the progress we've made. We've gotten a Dalmatian there. Nice.
I respect the patience required for a puzzle.
Yeah. I think it's a testament to how extremely bored you are if you're actually doing a puzzle.
Right, but I think a lot of people are doing puzzles. I've seen a lot of puzzle footage.
A lot of board games, a lot of puzzles.
Yeah.
There's some kind of cozy and amazing to me about that. That's like something we would never have time for or make time for.
Right, true.
And now we're kind of just doing it.
Yeah. I played Scrabble the other night, and I haven't played that game in a long time. I bet the rules were it could only be rude words only.
Rude words and what?
Rude words only, that's it.
Rude words only, I like that.
Rude words only Scrabble.
Yeah. You can market that. That's kind of like Cards Against Humanity or something. Right. Has my camera got the corona? To answer your question, I'm not in Washington. I am in California, Los Angeles. A mere 20 minutes from Chris Whitehall. But we can't communicate in person because that would be irresponsible. My whole family is in Washington State, though. my nephew has an immuno problem slightly, so I'll
Right.
just keeping an eye on him and keeping him quarantined. But everyone's doing good up there. Are you in New York, Walmart, Frankie? My best friends own a venue in New York called Elsewhere. It's in Brooklyn. I think it's the most amazing music venue.
I know Elsewhere.
You do?
I do,
It's
yeah.
so rad. But yeah, I'm feeling for them right now because you can't have no shows. Bad time to be a venue. And New York is already just crazy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Being
kind of.
like, yeah, so many people crammed together. It's just
Mm.
insane.
Yeah.
Workplace.
Yeah, that would be very, very difficult.
Doug Wold is here. That's my father, everyone.
Oh, hi.
And he says he loves my podcasts.
Thanks,
Thank
Dad.
you. I appreciate that.
That's nice. I wish my mum was here. That would be nice. Mom,
Where is she?
join. She's in Sydney, Australia, but it's probably very early in the morning there. I
Yeah,
see.
what time is it?
Well, I'm gonna guess 7 a.m.
Yeah, 7 a.m.
Yep. I'm gonna guess it's probably a bit too early for Mum.
She's lazy. She's sleeping in.
Lazy fucker she is.
She's got to be in the 5 a.m. club.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird to her. I actually
I'm
did.
definitely not in the club.
I got up for Sunrise the other day, which was like
Wow.
not the TV show, the thing that happens every day.
Right.
And I got up and watched the sunrise, which is not something I would normally do. I am not a morning person in any way, shape, or form.
Me either.
Most music people are not good at morning.
It's rare to find a morning person in the rock star profession.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that radio stations love getting us up at 5 a.m. for early morning radio performances, and it's the thing that we are the worst at.
They expect us to be able to sing and play music 7 a.m.
No.
That's something we learned earlier in our career. We did morning shows, like on local news stations. And because they'd ask us, we'd be like, oh, we can be on TV doing a morning show. I guess let's do it. And then now we're just like, no, we don't want to do that.
Straight up no.
Thank you for asking. Just because we feel like no one who likes our music really watches that anyway. It's kind of like people's grandmas, and you get like one person. We'll be at the show that night. We're like, did anyone see us on Fox in the morning? And everyone's like, no.
No, we were asleep like normal people.
Yeah. So
now when we did the Today Show in New York, I just didn't go to sleep. I just stayed up through the whole night because I was just like, I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. and going to try and sleep. I'm going to stay up because when you sleep, your whole body shuts down, and therefore you have to wake it back up, and you have to wake up your throat to start singing.
Yeah, and all your fluids, your mucous membranes are just dried out.
Yeah, so it's so hard to sing that early in the morning. I stayed up through the whole night, and it was just basically like I was up really late, and it was way better.
Yeah, that sounds like the move. Yeah, that's the other 5 a.m. club, where you're just the one who stays up till 5 a.m.
Yes, and I went got myself a 6-pack of beer. And stayed up with my tour manager. It was great.
Yeah. So you had some real raucous party times in your touring career. Am I correct?
That's one way to put it. Yes.
And when we toured with the Griswolds, it was one of our first tours. It was like an unforgettable tour, kind of a big learning experience for us. So thank you for that. But I think that was when you guys were trying to party less. You were like, we're going to keep it chill. It was still the most we had ever partied on a tour, though.
I had definitely, I made a decision going into that tour to tone it down.
Tone it down, yeah. I wish I could have seen you at your height of Dionysian madness.
It was, the height of the madness was Hangout Fest in 2016.
Yeah? What happened there? That's the one in Alabama? On the Gulf?
The Gulf Shores of Alabama. It's a fantastic festival. It's on the beach.
Never been to that one.
It's really one of the best. It's one of my favorite ones. But we got bumped up to main stage without knowing it, and I was I was at a
Nice.
house party like off-site, like probably like a half an hour away because we're meant to be playing at 7 p.m. And I was still at this house party. Like next day, the party had continued overnight,
Yeah.
and this party the next day, and people were trying to reach me, but my phone was somewhere else. Um, it was a crazy party. It was like I believe it was at the Chainsmokers house, and like it was
Oh,
just like group love here, Chainsmokers there, all
yeah.
these fantastic bands that were playing. We're all hanging out in this one house and having a great time. Um,
That's the best thing about festivals.
yeah, I got very naked and just jumped in the pool with like 40 people. Great.
As one does. That's
As one.
amazing. Did you make it to stage? Did you make it to main stage?
Yeah, made it there. Finally, someone contacted someone at the party and was like, "Hey, you need to get him to the festival now," because they got bumped up to main stage 4 hours earlier than their set time. So
Yeah,
made it,
that's
did
that's
it.
amazing. That's what we do. We make it happen, right? That's like
Yeah.
the famous story of like Santana at Woodstock in '69.
Right.
They like they like took some acid because they took like a lot of acid because like we play in like 7 hours, we'll be fine. And then they were like, "Yo, guys, we gotta change the schedule. You gotta play in like 1 hour."
Right.
They were like, "Oh, that's too bad," because we just took a lot of acid. But they ended
Right.
up having like one of the most famous concerts of all time. It's this incredible film that is a
Well,
classic
I'd
now.
say there are similarities to that story with the Hangout story.
Yeah.
um, and still put on the show somehow. Didn't even have a shirt. I had no shirt to wear, so I
Yeah.
I had to borrow Kevin from Walk the Moon's something that whatever he had, he gave it to
Uh-huh.
me for the show, and it was some strange see-through sweater of some kind. So it worked. It was a shirt.
Right.
Didn't want to play the show shirtless, so
I'm sure it's from one of them. It's not going to be that bad. I hear they're on YouTube live right now. So thanks to everyone who's
yeah.
here
Yeah,
and
thank
not
you
there.
guys. Thanks for joining us and hanging out, listening to some fun stories of the old days. Things are different now.
Yeah. So
I,
tell me
I,
about.
I'm being more sensible and more responsible.
Yeah, he is. He's. Those are his younger rambling times.
Younger rambler times. This is beer in here also, but
Is it?
there's nothing irresponsible about that.
No. Now he's a man to sip a vegan Impossible beer and have
Impossible
one or
burger
two
muggers.
while he writes music. So tell me about the new days of Griswold. You are back and reborn. I love your EP.
Reborn. Thank you so
What's
much. Thank
yeah,
you.
man. I was just listening again today.
For the person who said what kind of beer it is Bud Light, just so you know.
Mm,
No, it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to make an EP now and have an EP come out in 2020 because I mean the last tour that we did was with you guys when we did the 2017
right,
Highs
that's
and
right.
Low Lives
Incredible.
tour. That's the last tour that the Griswolds have done because so much shit was happening around that time. Our record label at that exact the album came out and our record label were just yay. Our
I'm joining
record
you.
label were no more, so like they closed their doors and they became not a record label. So we were all of a sudden kind of not like I don't know, not really supported in the US. And Dan had a baby and Tim had just announced he was leaving the band. So it was just like this crazy time of everything felt. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can probably relate to this, where everything just feels like working against you, and you're like, "Fuck, how am I gonna get through this?" And
Yeah.
the answer to that at the time was just to take a year or take an unknown amount of time off because we'd been
That's right.
touring.
Yeah. Band from India.
Oh
Yeah, I
wow!
remember. I remember when on that tour when Dan announced, told everyone that he was like, "I'm having a baby."
Yeah, it was the
Going to
last show
Australia.
in Denver. The
Crazy.
final show in Denver, we got off stage and we went to the green room, and he said to me, "Mate, you're gonna be an uncle," and I was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy." And I think at the time, with the most beautiful intentions, he was like, I'm still gonna be able to do the band," and I was like, "We'll see,
We'll see. Yeah.
we'll see about that." Kids are a lot of work. They're
Thing it's hard to be a good dad and be a good touring musician because you have to be gone all the time.
Right, and like I think as well, being from Australia, it's not like you can just dip home on a 3 hour flight.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's a 15 hour flight, and and it skips a full day, so it actually takes 2 days to get home from America. And when we were on the road here in America and Europe and flying around touring, like we could be gone anywhere between 6 to 9 months of a year,
yeah,
which I wouldn't wish that upon any new parent or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
any
Really.
any marriage trying. It's hard. It's hard on a relationship, that's for sure. So yeah, the answer at that point was just to sort of take a minute off and reevaluate how things look and how to do this in a way that could actually keep the band sustaining. You know,
Yeah.
the crazy parties are fun, but they're not gonna last. You have to kind of grow up at some point and be like,
Yeah.
I would rather my band can still make music in 20 years,
Yeah.
and still be able to put out albums in that time. I'd rather that over short-lived fun time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the difference between bands we see that like make it to that legacy age and bands that burn out at a young age. Even great bands like you have bands like Pearl Jam that are still just destroying the game, and I think it's because they were able to just keep it together internally and be professional and do their thing. When you have other bands like Alice in Chains, who are equally massive and equally great in the early '90s, and this couldn't last.
Yeah, and that shit breaks my heart because I think there's nothing more important in life really than like connectivity with people, relationships, as cheesy as it sounds, love, and there's nothing sadder to me than the idea of someone dying alone on a tour bus because they partied too hard through their 20s and 30s and made it to their 40s and couldn't handle it. Mentally, which is we have to look after our mental health as musicians. It's extremely important to be better and to be more responsible. And these are incredible lessons I've had over the last 2 years, I think, whilst taking some time off. Incredible to sort of look at that and spend a bit of time thinking, well, if I want to do this for 20 years, I have to shift some shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad you're doing it. I agree with whoever commented that we need to tour together again.
Fuck yeah! You know what? There's a strange stigma thing where bands can't tour together again. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never agreed to that rule. I never had anything to do with that rule. Scott Weiland, whoever said that, I fucking love you. When I was talking about that was literally one of the people I was thinking in my mind.
I was thinking that too. One of our first tours was opening for Stone Temple Pilots, which was like a dream come true. Tour for us, yeah. And it was before Scott died, but after he was out of the band. The other guys had gotten the rights to the name, and they were able to tour again, which was amazing because they're all great guys. It was when Chester from Linkin Park was singing for them.
Right, actually, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, he was a massive fan of Stone Temple Pilots, so that was just a great thing for everyone. Yeah. I think, it was cool that they were able to keep it together kind of barely because Scott kind of wasn't, as it turned out, but they managed to keep it going, and Chester helped out. That was kind of a crazy and special little moment.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, yeah, they're one of my favorite bands as a young gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Same. So yeah, cheers to you.
Cheers, mate.
I'm glad we could have this. This little live.
Yeah.
Dreamers, Iron Tom, Grandson, Griswold's, Robert DeLong, Joywave tour.
Love it.
It's a fantastic idea.
I love this. I love this family of musicians that are kind of in our little club. I guess that it's just such a good little family of people that are all like-minded and cool people. Sing Outkast one last time. Woo!
Wow. So we did cover Hey Ya. The Griswolds covered Hey Ya by Outkast, and they invited me to join them on stage.
Hell yeah, we did. I performed it the other day. We did a show at a ski resort just outside of Denver, and decided to decided to chuck it back in the set for old
Yeah.
time's sake.
You did?
Except
That's amazing.
because you always did verse 2, I didn't
Right.
fucking know the words to the last. There's something happens in the last section of verse 2 that's just like a lot
You
of.
got to give me a call. Yeah, he's like, all right, 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 all right. And I remember having to count like, it's like 11 times or something. It's like
There's
11.
a lot of shit.
So in my head, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now, ladies. And then I have to say that at the right time.
It just doesn't sound right when I do that shit with my Australian accent as well. It's just
Yeah.
sounds weird, and Australian people, I don't know. We should never be doing anything in hip hop. Australian accent doesn't
Right.
work with hip hop stuff.
It makes me realize I've never heard of a lot of Australian rap. I'm sure there is. I'm sure
There is definitely it exists. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite genre.
Yeah. Yeah. Can imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can imagine.
I think we should sometimes just leave it to the professionals.
Right. Yeah, I always felt that way. I was never a rapper. I was never good at hip hop. I always respected it. A lot
Right.
of really good hip hop. Like any pop genre, there's a lot of really bad hip hop.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of really good and really smart hip hop. Outkast was always one of those ones for me, for sure. But I never felt like I should or could attempt that genre. Just being a
Yeah.
white rocker kid from Seattle, it's like that genre wasn't really made for me. I feel like, or I don't know. I just
Yeah.
never felt like I could do it justice.
Well, before in our song YDLM, which now features Lizzo, I actually tried
Wow.
to
Yeah.
I tried to rap out the bridge.
Yeah.
So I actually did write and perform a rap on the bridge of that song, and everyone listened and went, "We need a feature. we need to replace this shit instantly."
And you got Lizzo.
Yeah, we got Lizzo pre Lizzo today. I
Dominating
guess.
the world.
Pre
Yeah.
Lizzo dominating the whole world. God bless her and her success. She's
So-
killing it.
So it's actually lucky that you are a shit rapper. Otherwise, you would have just kept your bridge.
Incredibly lucky that I'm an absolute horrible rapper and will never try again. Because now she's featured on the song, and it made the song way better.
It's incredible.
It's wild.
Well, you're an excellent singer.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yes.
So, how's everyone going in these comments?
Yeah, everyone's trucking along. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something about you're talking about the club, all the bands that we know and work with.
Right. Yeah.
It's this great vibe that everybody just wants everybody else to succeed.
Yeah.
Everybody's collaborating, helping each other. We found that in LA. It wasn't so much like that in New York, where we started the band.
Right. It's not like that in Australia either, to be honest. It's a little like that, but there's something called like tall poppy syndrome, where people like to kind of cut down other artists that are succeeding, and especially
Right.
with Australian band. If an Australian band starts getting success in America, a lot of people are like, "Fuck you!"
Right.
Like you
Did
dipped.
that happen to you?
A little, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's this idea that they're competitive, and if someone else is succeeding, they're somehow taking away success from you. But in the music business, I don't really think that's true. I think there's plenty of room. Everybody wants new, great music all the time. It's just anyone who makes something good enough, everyone listens to it. And it's not like there's that much of a crowded space at the top. I feel like there's kind of room for a lot of bands. So
They're
cool that
really
people
good.
here get that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do get that here. There's a very strong, creative, and collaborative vibe here in Los Angeles that I really do like. The arts are very accepted and pushed.
Thank you, Ben.
Who's in the background there?
Oh, Joey. So, you know Joey from Magic Man?
Oh, Joey!
Chris Whitehall from Griswolds.
Hi, mate.
Joey from formerly of Magic Man. He's
Hello,
my
love.
roommate, and he's an excellent drummer. And
I didn't know that he was your roommate.
yeah, and Magic Man toured with the Griswolds back in the day. Isn't that right?
We
Did you? I was associated you.
I wasn't a part of the tour. I was on.
Joey wasn't on it, but I've known Joey for years. I feel like every time we came through New York, we'd always end up at some strange 3 a.m. dive bar doing something.
Yeah.
It's something silly.
This is before me. This is before I entered
This is pre-Dreamers.
the film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your time. Good to see you, Chris. Hope you're all good.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah. So I feel like, that they have that documentary now about the Laurel Canyon bands.
Right. Echoes in the Canyon.
Echoes in the Canyon. I feel like we just got to try to live our lives as if someone's going to make a documentary like that about us in 40 years. We just got to do all the things that would be good for that movie.
I hope they do. I don't know if it'll be I don't know. I mean, speaking for myself here, I don't know how interesting a documentary about Griswolds will be. Probably be pretty boring.
If we have some footage from Hangout Fest 2016.
There is footage. There's some great footage of us covering Jump by Van Halen with Magic Man and Walk the Moon. The three bands collaborated together to, like, last minute, like 10 minutes before the show, we collaborated and somehow came up with a Jump Van Halen cover and performed.
Yeah. That's incredible. I
Yeah.
think we just got to do some crazy stuff for the doc, like I was watching that Tiger King movie last night.
Oh my God. It's
and
insane.
yeah, we just got to make up some weird feuds like that where, like, you want to murder me and, like, I want to, like, I have like 5 husbands and stuff, and, like, we just got to invent
definitely.
some stuff like that so that they'll make a movie about us.
Absolutely. Yeah, and at least 3 of your husbands are my ex-husbands.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you want to kill me.
That's it. We've got motive now.
Uh-huh.
Keep speaking. Nice accent. A lot of people say my accent's gone.
Gone?
They say it's gone. They say, like, I don't know. I definitely know that it's changed. It's morphed.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
morphed.
you're halfway now. So people from
Halfway.
Australia think it's gone.
A bastard.
Bastard.
Jesse just commented on this and just said, keep it down because she's in the next room.
Yes.
That's funny. Hi, Jess Wolds.
Look, and it's who's Jess Wolds? That's Jess.
That's Jess Wolds. So Jess Wolds, are you saying my accent is gone? I don't think it's gone. I think it's morphed.
It's morphed. Yeah, if you want to sound American, you have to say bastard.
It's
You work on that hard R.
bastardized.
Bastardized. There you go.
I really, given someone who's spent the last 6 years of his life very much being here in America, I cannot do an American accent at all.
Yeah.
Like, I fail hardcore.
I can't do an Australian one.
It's a hard
Okay.
accent. The Australian accent's pretty difficult.
It is, and I also Australians hate this, but I usually don't tell the difference between New Zealand and Australian accent.
Nah, that's fine. I mean, I guess
It's so easy for you,
and that's like not being able to tell the difference between Canadian and American. But
right? Which I
you know,
can
yeah.
do. I can do that.
I can do that now, but it's difficult. New Zealand has very slight differences.
Yeah, it's more distinct. It's
Yeah,
more
like-
distinct.
We say 6, they say sex. We say fish, they say fish.
Fesh.
Well, fish. I don't know.
Yeah, so I can tell a South African accent just from, like, watching a lot of Dee Antwoord videos.
Oh my God.
Like,
We're
Yolandi, give me a Red Bull,
fucking
you
best.
bastard. Yeah.
Also, District 9 is
Go
one
to
of
the
my favorite
bathroom.
movies of all time. District
Yes.
9 is like top 10 movies ever.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah. It's
Wasabi
really good.
Road. Someone says, please bring Dreamers to the UK. Yeah, that's like our main goal and main plan. We were going to be in the UK all of April, and of course we can't now. So we're very sad, and we cried a lot because we've been trying to get over there basically our whole lives, musical careers. And that was the first tour, so
Damn.
soon it'll come. It's rescheduling. Look out for the Night Cafe tour in the fall.
In the fall.
Yes.
I mean, I'm kind of I'm wondering when and how the touring world will come back. Will it be different?
Yeah.
Will it be the same? What's gonna happen?
Anika.
How's this story gonna unfold?
Yeah, I have a feeling that whenever this ends, and they're like, yo, Corona has spread its course, or we got a vaccine, or whatever it is, everyone's going to come out hard.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
probably be late summer, and everyone's going to just be so cooped up, they're just going to be like, let's go. And I predict it's going to be like the summer of '69, summer of love.
Yeah.
all over again.
Fuck yeah. Well, I mean,
That's how I'd like to think.
have a little song coming out actually called exactly that.
Really?
Can't talk about it yet.
Leaked it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Leaked.
Exclusive on the live. That's why you don't want to miss these.
That's why you don't want to miss these. It's fantastic content.
We'll call it the summer of health.
Yes, but I really do hope that touring does come back very soon for a lot of people. It's affecting everyone.
I see that some bands have tours still scheduled in August.
Right.
I would bet that will still be happening. Obviously, we can't know, but
Yeah, I mean,
got to be August, right?
I had a festival lined up for June, which got cancelled, and that's just I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like I was really, really hoping that would be done before.
Which festival?
Firefly.
We were gonna play Firefly too, and Grandson, who I was talking with last night.
Right, I knew Grandson were on the lineup. Were you a part of the additional?
Yes.
I was as well.
Damn.
Fuck. I was so fucking heartbroken to hear that one got cancelled, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, it's
And they
still
didn't
2
postpone.
months
Apparently,
away.
they full cancel.
Yeah, the straight full.
Yeah. That's very tragic.
It is, man. The fact that you guys would have been there as well would have been insane.
Same.
We could have played Outcast again.
Yeah. Even more tragic knowing that you were going to be on it.
No,
Well,
yeah.
We have unfinished mission now. Oh, I kicked my tripod. We have an unfinished mission now. We got to do it whenever the stars align again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully they will kind of re-announce something when everything comes back. Firefly is really another one that I think I've just had like some of my most favorite experiences doing that festival.
Yeah.
Done it twice before, and it's
Twice.
It's one of the best.
It is one of the best. I always wanted to play it. We just did it once, I think. Yeah, 2016. That's right.
In the wood. Everyone loves the mug. I'm so happy you like my mug.
That is a rock star mug.
It's a great mug. It was $10, and it's the best mug of all time, and it is vegan.
Benji.
That's impossible, and that's beyond.
Right. So you get to compare.
It's a double. It's
to
a
mix
double,
them up.
A double whammy.
I learned recently that Ben Z is our photographer, videographer. He just filmed our Heat Seeker music video, which is a one shot. If you haven't watched it yet,
I love it.
Go watch it.
It's great. I've also been loving your your quarantine step-by-step help. Your self-help step-by-step
Thank you.
videos are fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like people need help. They're expressing that online. They're lost and alone, so I'm going to offer them some genuine instructions.
It's good. It's been helpful to me.
Yeah. That's good to hear. More to come.
And also just like being able to have a good chuckle in a hard time. It's important.
Yeah, I think music and comedy are more important now than any other time. Especially comedy. I mean, that's why comedy exists, I feel like, is to deal with hard things. I mean, music too. Music is to deal with everything, from hard to good.
Yeah.
But,
healing for the soul.
That's
music in a nutshell. Healing for the soul.
Yeah. Yes, everyone, I'm drinking Corona. It's contrary to how it seems, it doesn't have a virus in it. But I did hear that Corona lost like billions of dollars because no one wants to buy it, which is funny because it's clearly not the virus.
No.
But just because they happen to have that name.
Yeah.
We always worried about that when we picked our band name. We're like, a lot of things could be called Dreamers. What if like the Nazi Party calls themselves Dreamers?
Ooh.
Fortunately, we got like a really good political movement that was called Dreamers. It was like for immigrant children, but it could have been Nazis.
Right.
And that would have been bad for Google searches.
Share my name with the dysfunctional vacation family.
Right.
That's not so bad.
You knew that going into it.
We knew that going into it. They were first. They got here first.
Mm-hmm.
We stole their name.
Raz Mizzle, I don't know what you're talking about. Illuminati, I've never heard of that, and I don't have any comment about that.
Illuminati is like enlightened people, like
No.
the Illuminati. No,
No, I don't know anything about that or the reptilians, and I don't think we should talk about that.
not interested.
Yeah.
Not
And then I
interested.
blink from the side. No. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I have a question for you. What was
Ask away.
when was the last time you put on jeans?
Jeans.
When was the last time you wore jeans?
Strangely, I actually wore more jeans in the virus. Right now, I'm wearing sweatpants. You caught me.
Right. Boom.
But
Got him.
I've actually been wearing more jeans in the corona than I normally do. I've been lately been wearing a lot of pants, black pants with a crease down the middle.
Right.
But I downgraded because of, just being at home all the time to jeans. So it's
Right.
taken until now. Today is really actually the first sweatpants day. I've
Nice.
back slid all the way down.
Jeans are incredibly uncomfortable. I haven't worn jeans in.
Yeah.
I don't think I've worn jeans for the whole Q-teen.
Yeah. Q-teen.
Yeah, I've abbreviated. I've shortened quarantine
Wow.
to Q. Yeah.
That's big. I have a feeling that's going to be big.
Hashtag Q-teen life.
That sounds meme worthy to me. That sounds like eventually a no-brainer. We're saying that
Yeah.
long word so often.
Oh, it's
Like-
so many syllables, more syllables than I have time for.
Too big a word for something that everyone's talking
Too
about.
big.
Literally every conversation everyone's having literally includes that topic. So.
Cute-een. Someone put cute-een. That's
Cute-een.
good. Hi, Paige. What's up, Paige?
What up, Paige?
Paige is the best.
Yes, Paige is an excellent photographer and person.
She is indeed both of those things.
Yeah.
She's,
The last time I saw you out on the town, she was there.
Yeah, back when social shit was happening.
Yeah, we went out on the town. You remember that?
I do. Davy Wayne's, baby. It
Yeah.
was a fun. Mm-mm.
The Corona Q-teen. So with that,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
leave you with that. Q-teen, everyone, start using that word. And just wait, in a week. Started right here with Chris from Griswold's, and it's going to be worldwide. I believe that.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
birthday, Asaro Cock. Asaro. I didn't read that correctly, but
Asorokach.
Asarokak.
I'm going with Asorokach.
I'm just so,
Happy 21. Have a Corona. Party responsibly.
yeah.
I remember when I
Glad you
turned
got to
21.
join
What a good year that was.
My
And,
first birthday was lame. Actually, mine was shit.
Your 21st was shit?
So shit.
What's the drinking age in Australia?
18.
18. So 21 doesn't even mean anything to you.
Yeah, 18 is like the big one. 18 was a great birthday.
All right. Chris, I love you with all my heart. And I'm so glad we got to cheers and chat.
Yes,
Thanks
my friend.
for being a part of the Insta Live tour. You were going to be the first one, but then schedules happened. You are now the
Schedules
third one.
do happen, but I appreciate being a part of it. Thank you. I've
Yeah, man.
enjoyed this thoroughly.
Yeah, let's chat more. We're Q-teened, but we got phones.
Yes, let's
I'd love to
find
see you.
something fun that we can do together. Maybe on the musical side of
That'd be
things.
great. Yeah, we could do a stay-at-home session.
Have fun. Fuck yeah.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right, mate.